the purpose of really understanding and all of these, inner workings of your nervous system is to become really more aware of it in your daily life when you
Yeah.
are moving through all the states
Yeah.
without blaming yourself too much.
Oh no, and yeah, hopefully not at all. Unless you deserve some blame, but hopefully not at all. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, but I think if you deserve it, it's more like taking responsibility. I wouldn't call that
Yeah.
blaming. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I think taking responsibility is different.
Responsibility.
Um, but yeah, I mean, this stuff is fun to learn about, and we can nerd out about, ventral vagal pathways and nucleus ambiguous and dorsal vagal pathways. We can go deep into these different structures and whatnot. And I'm in that process. Like I'm trying to learn from Dr. Porges' polyvagal theory book. I've gone back to it because it's hefty. It's very academic, and so I'm going back through it and see like, can I really understand it on this deeper biological level? So we can do that. That's kind of
Let's
super
do
fun.
that. Let's do it because I saw
No,
your
see,
post
no,
recently.
no, no.
I saw your post
I know
recently.
you want to.
I saw your post recently
Yes.
about you talking about the father. It's it's really great strategy. I use the word strategy to build the ventral vagal state
Yes.
to see what's like, what it feels like, to get conditioned to it, however little
Yeah.
conditioning before you start going. So can we unpack that and
Yes.
about that experience of ventral and how people can get into it or the understanding of it?
Yes, but I know you get excited about the biology. I've been through your posts and I watched some of your videos and I'm like, oh, he loves the biology, and I get
Thank
it. It's
you.
fun. We
Thank
can nerd
you.
out about just and you go deep,
Thank you.
but I don't want people to get lost in it because it's so easy to get lost in, am I doing this right? Am I activating this thing? Am I hacking my system? Am I and like we get lost in the mechanics of
Yeah.
it. We get lost in the science of it. And it really comes down to, so we can say ventral vagal, we can say your ventral vagal pathways are active. We can say we need to build the vagal brake. And at first it is this like separate language, and that's an obstacle to people feeling more in their body. And that's what I want. I want people to feel, to activate their ventral vagal pathways, but when it comes down to it, I just want you to feel in your body. And so it's like, do you feel in your body or not? Do you feel safe or not? Can you breathe lightly or not? Can you smile with me or not? That's what it comes down to. And we can say ventral vagal, we can say the inner ear muscles are turning off and on, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes down to it is like, are you with me in the present moment or no? You know what I mean? So I just don't want people to lose that essence. Like we can't lose just being present in our bodies. Now the biology of it's fun, it's important. We can roll with that. But we have to be able to take these difficult, and that was something I took on for myself, was like Dr. Porges' work is not for the layperson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Deb Dana, she does a good job of transcribing it for the layperson, for anybody. But it is written for other scientists. And so when I stumbled upon his work and I heard enough to where I was like, I can understand what he's saying. I don't quite get all of it, but I get it enough to where I can take this and reword it for someone that has no idea what the heck a brainstem is or the ventral vagal stuff or blah, blah, blah. I can take this and I don't know if Dr. Porges is capable at this point of turning off that like science stuff and just speaking to people.
Yeah.
So that's what I took it upon myself to be like, no, I can take this and
Minus.
I
Yeah.
can transcribe this for the teachers that I work with, for other therapists, for the teenagers that I work with that come from inner city Stockton, where I live, which is a very not an ideal city. So I can take this knowledge and I can transcribe it for people and help them understand it in very simple terms. And like that's what I think we have to get to. Okay, so we can do the biology stuff, and I'll go as deep as I can. But when it comes down to it, the people watching now, the people that watch this later, like, does it make sense? Does it make sense not just conceptually,
Yeah.
but do you feel it? Because when people
It's
hear
so
these
important.
things, you know what I mean? When
Yeah.
people hear these things, they feel it. It's like, and that's where you mentioned the blame and judgment. That's where that gets alleviated, is like when you feel it, when you get it, when it makes sense and things just start clicking. And then that's where the judgment and that's where the self-blame is just like it just takes off, it lifts off, it softens. You know what I mean? Because it's just biology and it's just the stuff I went through or just the stuff I didn't get growing up.
Yeah.
And here I am now, and it makes sense. And I'm not broken. I'm not defective. I'm not unlovable. I'm not worthless. It's just biology.
It's just
You know what I
biology.
mean?
It's so
That's it.
important.
So the biological constructs are the pieces and the parts and all that stuff is fun and it's useful. But I have to make sure I need to know people get this. You know what I mean? Like that's my
Yeah.
goal with the podcast and everything.
Honestly,
Yeah.
totally.